While I was in rehearsal today, I started thinking about this deadline. We're in week 4. In week 6, we have an informal showing for the community members, family, friends. It's informal, it's whatever we have up until now, like whatever we've been working on. Part of our family days weekend where parents can come and see what their kids are doing, basically. Um, But as soon as that thought crept in about needing a product to present, I felt like I needed to crank out choreography. It wasn't a conscious thought, but as I started, we did the warm up. It was great. We did a little bit of Dun and Bar to work on some skills that we'll need for the piece, which was great. Um, there was context there. We're building strength. We're building tools in our toolbox. And then we got to choreography, and I found that I was just trying to think of like what's next. What's the next move? We went 5, 6, 7, 8. Now where do we go from here? And just thinking about what's the next move that would fit here, or what will carry us into another combination, or what's another chunk of dance that we can put here, which has been pretty much how I have choreographed things forever. I was in a competition studio before I moved here for 12 years, and um, it's pretty much how you choreograph things. Um, but now that we've been working with these inspirations or muses or what have you, it feels incomplete to choreograph that way. It feels boring. I felt bored. I felt like the participants were bored as I was trying to like think of what the next thing is gonna be. I was like, then you're gonna do this, then you're gonna do this. Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8, do that one again. And there is definitely space for combinations, like unison combinations you do in unison in sections of the piece. There is space for that. But that those codified or measured combinations or steps should be what connects the connecting tissue of one thing and another. It shouldn't be that's the bulk of the content and then the character work connects it. I would like to see more of the characters that we're working on. And I use the word character loosely because character to me implies that we're performing or we're pretending. But I really would like it to be an embodied experience. So the mushroom that you are, or the um, or the human that you are, what is your um, what are you doing right now? What story are you telling? What is your narrative right now? And how are you depicting that? And then perhaps we have some unison choreography that we do together that pulls it together and is a different dynamic to look at. But that definitely shouldn't guide the work. It shouldn't um, be prioritized in that type of way. So it was a little slow going at first. It was a little frustrating that I couldn't figure out what the next move was. But once I realized I couldn't think of what the next move was because it shouldn't be organized by moves like step, 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 step. I I felt like that was not the way, the pathway for us. Um, so it was freeing when we started to use our mushroom selves to guide the work and to follow those intuitive explorations to be able to tell a story and build around that. Use the codified steps to build that up and to elaborate on that. But what the mushroom says, where we go with that character or how we are informed by that knowing, that should be what we follow, not the steps that we can assign, which is what I which is what I discovered last year when I was doing the solo as well. I felt like as soon as I felt like there needed to be a product, I started to try to put steps in. So I see habits that I would like to be cognizant of. So this has been very helpful.